What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe, and comment what you guys want to see next. If you came back to the channel, welcome back to the channel. Also comment what you guys want to see next. So today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts about the game Misfortune. So first of all, it starts you off telling you about the narrator, and it shows you the fox first, actually. Guys, first it starts you off with the fox listening to music, and then he went to the different dimension, and then it starts you off after with the narrator, and it shows you misfortune, tells you that she's not going to live, she's going to not survive after that day, and it tells you that her story, like her life, is going to end. And the narrator knows this. And at first I didn't catch this, but in the beginning, the fox was there the whole time. So the fox came from the dimension. We knew that, but I don't know why I didn't know that the fox was outside her house the whole time. So from the straight beginning, the fox knows what's happening and what's coming for her. So the fox in the beginning straight up came out, was outside her house, and we see it in the video, which I didn't catch at first. And I think he left something out there for her. Then we start off with misfortune. You get the glitter. You go investigate her room. Okay, cool. Then once you get the glitter, then the corner that one. Then she's mad that she broke the vase. But the vase shows a cause and effect, which already tells you that the game is about choices. So it's either a right or wrong choice, or it's either choices that are going to affect the outcome of the game. It already tells you that. And I don't know what could have happened if you chose not to fix the vase. I don't think anything would have changed, but I'm not sure because I always chose to fix the vase. So I don't know about that. But then you see your mom in the kitchen, but first you see the fridge closed. So once you open the fridge, you see unalived rabbits that your dad got. So my theory is maybe the dad's a hunter. I don't know what the dad is, but I'm thinking maybe he's a hunter. That's what I think, actually. So that's something that's clear to us that I didn't investigate. I didn't know where it was. But once I reacted to certain videos with other people playing, I did see that the dad may have been beating on the mom and hitting the mom and probably hitting her as well, which is why the mom and dad don't get along. And you can tell the mom and dad doesn't get along because the dad sleeps outside in the car, which Misfortune says this is where daddy sleeps, and she was trying to figure out where her dad is. And the mom was cooking food in the kitchen. She was cooking unalived animals to eat, some type of soup or something. And she was smoking because maybe she's stressed out about something. We don't know clearly what she was stressed out about, but we know she was smoking. So then you go outside where Misfortune investigates. She see the pool. She says the pool she did her stuff in and her dad threw up in. And because I think the dad be drunk. That's why he does that stuff. And once he get drunk, he gets abusive, because it was also another part in the game where Misfortune says, when she with the little hamsters and stuff that do all that, says this looks like what daddy does in the basement and mommy doesn't like it. So I think the dad be making drugs in the basement, and the mom found out and she kicked them out the house. Misfortune knows that, but she loves both of her parents, and she wished both of her parents got along like they used to. And it shows her, once you do this glitter thing, it shows her in the back, and it shows the dad driving, the mom on the side, and everybody smiling. So that was a happier time in her life. So we know that. But in the beginning, she made a deal that she didn't know about, which what the fox says when you read something. You made a deal, but it's too late before you even know it. Now, I think she was not alive in the beginning already, because the dad wasn't home, the dad wasn't in the car. Maybe the dad was in jail because the dad did just commit a homicide and unalived his daughter accidentally. So, but it's not clear, because other characters with the mask, other people some people see her, but she already in the beginning seen missing people, and she seen a bird in the beginning get unalived. So I don't know if she was already unalived at that moment, but maybe she was still alive, because the narrator did say today she will be unalived, but the narrator didn't say she was unalived yet. So I think she was still alive, maybe, which is why the mom was still cooking in the kitchen like everything's normal. And she told her mom she was leaving the house. So I think she was still alive, actually, at that moment. But once she crossed, I don't know where the dad was at that time, but once she crossed over, that's when she got unalived by her dad. Which is weird, because we don't see the dad in the car at that time. The car was already to the house. Maybe the dad was outside doing something, or the dad was somewhere near, and when she crossed the road, he was leaving or coming back and hit her. But I don't know, because it's weird, because the car was already at the house in the beginning, but when we're crossing the road, we see this darkness comes. So I think she was still alive in the beginning for a little bit, but once she crossed that road, death was coming to her. Then she seen the bird get hit. Then we see and meet this dog, and you can release the dog and play with the dog, but the dog's gonna get eaten up by the crows in any way. And she sparkles glitter, but the pup and her seem like good friends. So I think the fox is her spirit animal, because the fox was guiding her through her death. And the narrator, I think, was trying to harm her the whole time, because it was a place where the fox marked it where the X, because you can fall down there, and the narrator told her to go there. It was this cave that was suspicious with the hamsters, which clearly showed it was dangerous, but the narrator told her to go in there. It was a club with the hamsters, and the narrator was telling her to ask if she can go in there, even though that was an inappropriate club. The narrator was just trying to tell her to do anything that was wrong, by the way. And he talked about it, about she was the wrong one. He made a mistake choosing her because she ate glitter. I'm jumping around, but you get it. And the whole time, the narrator was trying to convince her the fox is wrong, or the evil guy, because he said he took her happiness. But I think he said he took her eternal happiness, because her eternal happiness wasn't actually eternal happiness. It was actually the narrator, which is the monster, taking her for himself and using her like a toy and playing games with her like a doll, and keep repeating that. Because if she didn't catch on, maybe he would have kept her in that loop of that same day. So maybe she was going in the beginning, and maybe it was just like a loop. So maybe she was leaving. We know she got unalived while crossing the road because she got hit by a car. So maybe in the beginning, again, she was alive because the mom wasn't crying, talking to the police. So she was alive, but the mom didn't know she wasn't alive at that moment. So she crossed the road. So maybe she was unalived at the end of the game. And the fox was a spirit animal preparing her for death. So that's also a possibility. But the whole time the narrator was trying to mislead her, make her trust him, and do what he wanted with her. He got jealous or angry if she wanted to focus on anything else that he didn't want her to focus on. Now, yes, he wanted to give her a good time at the fair for real, because he was like telling us what to do. And I'm like, you telling us to give her a good time when you're not trying to tell her the truth? And he was like, keep this between us, but she's gonna die today, and we don't want her to know that, and we want to give her a good time. So I think the narrator was trying to get on our good side to make us actually trust him. But in the end, I didn't trust him in the first place, because I knew the narrator wasn't telling the truth about everything. So yeah. Then the dog, she ended up being reunited with the dog at the end. After you give him the doggy treat, he's going to be gone for a while. And then he's going to come back with you at the end. if you're going to get the eternal happiness or for your mother. But she gets the eternal happiness for her mother if you put glitter on all the things you're supposed to put glitter on. And if you don't put glitter on everything, she just goes in a dark place and she just stays there. If you get it, she goes to the dark place where the mom gets her eternal happiness. And the mom takes off the mask and the mom is happier. Her daughter's gone. But she's like more relieved. I think the fair was just a part of the game that make you like feel like you can see mini games and you can see little cut scenes. And to like find a way to the fox. The fact that the wild fox didn't attack her was kind of shocking to me. But when she went in there to get the note from Benjamin, and it says that Benjamin cousin wrote the note saying, my evil cousin is at this address. And they found Benjamin, and they were looking at the map at the zoo to find him. And then she irritated Death, or that skeleton guy that was on the boat, so he jumped off. Which is like, yeah, because she wouldn't stop talking. She wouldn't, and she wouldn't stop cussing. The whole time she was cussing most of the game. I had to block that out. But she had a really bad life. Because her dad was abusive. Her mom was probably stressed out. And I missed some of that. Like, I didn't get all the Easter eggs. I know I missed something playing the game. But I did, again, search it up, seen other people play, and I know that the dad is abusive. And what else? You know what happens at the end. But I just felt like it was a good game. It led you different parts and different chapters. And it had like some type of lore to it. And it was a pretty good game. Like, overall. It was a good game. But I just felt like she had a sad life, which is why I thought her name was Misfortune. I don't know if her mom meant like she's a misfortune. It's unfortunate to have her, or like she's fortune. Like she's good. So the game kind of gives you an idea that her life is very hard. She was only 8 years old. I don't know why the narrator was talking to her about becoming a woman in adulthood. She wasn't even there yet. The narrator was just misleading her the whole time and telling her when she was seeing the monsters and the missing kids, and her friend trying to tell her that the narrator has taken him as well. I don't know what happens to the other kids that were taken by the narrator, but it was some kids also taken by the narrator. But you see what happened to her friend. I think her friend was trying to warn her, but she didn't understand what it meant at the time. But the wolf was leaving dolls and hints around for her. But the wolf never communicated with her because the wolf can't talk. But we ended up reading his diary and figure out the narrator knows that Morgo, which is the real name of the narrator, but the fox, found out that Morgo, the narrator, was taking children. And they were his victims. And he took them for himself, missing children. And the narrator also was telling her that the kids are going to be found, but the kids were never going to be found because he took them. So he was also misleading her that way as well. He never really cared for what they wanted, but he just wanted to take them and use them for himself. Until he found more kids, more victims. And that's what I think it was about. I probably didn't talk about everything in this video, but I'm trying to get to everything I've seen and noticed in the video. But Misfortune was a good game overall. And my thoughts are, I'm glad I got both endings to see how it ends. It kind of end the same for both for Misfortune, because she still ends up going into that place with the ghost saying, we've been waiting for you, or we've been expecting you. But the better ending is when you get all the glitter and all the rhinestones on the tree, or whatever it's called, the diamonds on the tree, and you give it to the mother, because the mother needs it, because the mother's going through a rough time. And at the end, again, I think that the dad is in jail because the dad's not there. So it's speculated that the dad ran her over, actually, but I'm not 100% sure. But there's a reason why the dad wasn't there. He wasn't even in the car crying. That's all I think it was about. And the dad, at the end of the day, his fate is still the same. I think he's either in prison or somewhere else, but he no longer is in the house with the mom. The mom's going to end up alone at the end of the day, but you want to get that good ending for her so she can take off that mask and stop being sad, and so she can be happy. But that's it for now, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and comment what you guys want to see next. Let me know what you guys want me to play next. If you like, you don't have to if you don't want to, but let me know. And this was my overview of Misfortune. See you in the next one. Sorry, guys. I want to say that I want to apologize for not blurring out the part where the cow poops on her own child. And I want to say that the dad did unalive Misfortune. Yes, because it says, it is heavily implied that Misfortune father killed her by accident, hitting her with his car. When he was driving under the influence towards the end of the game, little Misfortune tire tracks and the position of the body suggests she was fatally struck while attempting to cross the road.